if it's Tuesday, it can only mean one thing. That's the PBC here on FS1 and toe-to-toe Tuesday. We're inside the Robinson Rancheria Resort and Casino. Time for our next fight as we take a look at the Corona Tale of the Tape. The unbeaten Thomas Hill taking on the unbeaten Marcos Hernandez. These guys fairly similar, basically the same age, same height, same reach. Somebody's O has to go. Let's get the official introduction from Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on FS1 from Nice, California. Premier Boxing Champions now feature 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. The 3 judges ringside are Kermit Bayless, Dan Snell, and Marshall Walker III. And the referee in charge, when the bell sounds, Gerard White. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red with the white trim. His professional record, 7 wins, 2 of those coming by way of knockout against no losses. Fighting out of Fresno, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Madman, Marcos Hernandez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and the white. As a professional, he too is undefeated. 6 wins, 1 of those coming by way of a knockout. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin by way of North Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Thomas T. Hill.
Louder.
This is round 1. Hernandez in the red trunks, the white trim. Hill in the black trunks, the white trim. It's Hernandez. The jab followed it up with a right hand.
These are 2 evenly matched professionals, young professionals, meeting very early. Usually you wait to fight an undefeated fighter until a little bit later on, but this is a quality matchup, and it's going to be on television, so this is good for both of them to take that next step forward.
Both making their national television debut.
And both extremely tall for welterweights and super welterweights at over 6 feet, both of them.
Watch your heads, fellas.
Minute gone. There's a combination by Hernandez.
Stop! Listen up, baby. No more, okay? No more. Box!
Once again, Hernandez getting admonished.
Work out of that, fellas. Work out of that. Work out of that. Your hands free. Stop! Step back.
Hill's a young man who's being trained. Former world champion himself, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. He's been living in Las Vegas now for 3 years, fights out of that Mayweather gym.
That Mayweather gym, he's getting quality sparring. You can't get any better than Errol Spence and Chris Algieri, Gian Love, Nikki Bay, and he has a world-class trainer in Mustafa Muhammad. You can't ask for anything better than that. And he has Dewey Cooper as well.
Well, you know, you talked about Errol Spence. He helped spar with Errol Spence as he prepared for that Algieri fight. He said it raised the level of his game and his confidence as well, sparring with Errol Spence as we come under a minute now here in round 1.
That's what sparring former and future world champion does to you. It raises your level of confidence, and when you get in there with guys that aren't at that level, you just feel like you're better than them, even though you're probably not there yet, but you have that confidence.
Here's a right hand by Hernandez.
Don't push his head.
Very dangerous for tall fighters like Hernandez, throwing uppercuts from that far away.
Leather being thrown here in the first round by these 2. Final seconds of round 1. Spirited round 1 between these 2. Uppercut by Hernandez at the bell.
Mouthpiece.
Right here we see a inside uppercut being landed on Hill by Hernandez. It was a dangerous punch to throw with a lead uppercut, but it landed and it was a good shot.
This is the first fight of the year for Hernandez. He took all of last year off because he had LASIK eye surgery. He said he could not see at all. He had a hard time passing the eye exam for fights. So he had to get LASIK eye surgery, took the entire year off to recover, and he says, oh man, things are so much better for me. I can actually see punches.
Well, I don't have the best vision either, and I can tell you from experience that you don't really need to have 20/20 vision when you're that close to your opponent. And most of the time when you're dodging punches, it just comes out of natural ability and instinct. You've been doing it so much, and it's repetitive by now.
There's a 1-2 by Hernandez.
Good counter right there.
To the top of the hour here. You're watching Toe to Toe Tuesday. This is the PBC here on FS1. This is Marcos Hernandez, Thomas Hill. Our main event is coming up. Levon Gabo Majala taking on Bradis Prescott. I'm Brian Custer alongside former world champion Sergio Moro.
And this is what you want to see from two young, undefeated young fighters, because both of them have a lot to lose, but they're letting it go right here. And Thomas Hill, being from the Mayweather gym, you would think he would actually be the one with the shoulder roll, but it's the madman Marcos Hernandez actually shoulder rolling and coming back with some nice counters here. Good second round so far by Hernandez.
A couple of body shots there by Hill.
Slapping counter right there by Hernandez, but those are good shots. They keep your opponent at bay and on check there.
There's that reach by Hernandez, showing the reach there as he counters with that right hand.
Stop!
Under a minute now here in round 2.
Don't push him. Box.
Hernandez said one of the things he wanted to do in this fight is take away the jab of Hill, but with his own jab, and more importantly, score with his left hook. We haven't really seen the left hook yet.
Work out of that, fellas.
Out of Hernandez.
And that's because he's leaning with that shoulder roll into his right. So that left hook is not really being cocked like he should be cocking it. He's actually looking to counter with that right hand with that shoulder roll.
Let him go. Stop! Step back. Box.
It's a good second round by Hernandez here.
There's the left hook by Hernandez at the break.
And here we have Hernandez going to the body, but catching him with an overhand left that landed solidly.
You're watching Toe to Toe Tuesday. It's the PBC here on FS1. That's Marcos Hernandez. If you look there to the right of his face and on his right shoulder, you can see the burns that Marcos Hernandez had. In fact, when he was 2 years old, he reached up, knocked over a hot boiling pot of grease that his mother had on the stove, burned him severely. He was in the hospital intensive care for over 2 weeks as a 2-year-old. He has a couple of skin grabs. But he says when he fights, they turn really red. He goes, people think I'm getting tagged in fights. He says, no, just when you touch him, it turns a little red.
Well, the one getting tagged right now is Hill with those counter left hooks by Hernandez. He landed 3 in a row.
Get off his head.
And those are impressive shots that would be taking their toll on Hill here. Good start in the third round by Madman Marcos.
There's another right to the body by Hernandez. Minute now gone here in round 3.
Hernandez fighting like the more poised, controlled fighter, more confident in there. Hill looking like a little bit more agitated, like he's frustrated a little bit. He's still poised, he's still in this fight, but Hernandez is on his way to having another good round here.
Get off his head. Stop. Step back. Box.
90 seconds left here in round 3. There's another right hand to the body by Hernandez.
That's another thing that I'm impressed by these young guys, young fighters, undefeated. They're going to the body pretty well. That shows the education of their trainers and the quality of trainers that they have. Usually when you're young, you want to headhunt because it looks pretty, but the older you get, the more qualified you get. You want to throw those body shots. It takes more out of you.
Hill showing off some of the hand speed as he attacked the body, and here's a leading left hand by Hernandez.
Hill pulled up, he pulls back without guarding himself. A lot of tall fighters get away with that when they're fighting shorter opponents, but since these guys are both over 6 feet tall, they can't be getting too comfortable with that.
Bring that up, baby. Bring that up, Hernandez.
30 seconds.
Get off his head.
There's a left hand to the body by Hill.
Let him go. Stay off his head, baby.
If you would have closed that punch a little bit more, that would have been a very effective shot because I don't think Hernandez saw that punch coming.
Uppercut, Hernandez.
And Hernandez returns the favor with a sneaky short uppercut to the body there. Clash of heads. See from their man, and I am too. The last 2 rounds have been good rounds for the Madman.
This is round 4. It's scheduled for 8.
Stop. Get off his head. Watch your heads. Box.
Let's take a look at how the fans have this one scored thus far.
Off his head. Off his head.
If you've given Hernandez the last couple of rounds, you gave Hill the first one.
Hill's corner must have got on him, telling him that he can't give away this round because he's coming out real aggressive and effective here with the body shots. I think he's trying to time a left hook to the right side of Hernandez's ribcage. Although Hernandez has his left hand down and it looks like he's comfortable in there and maybe even showboating a little bit, he has laser eye vision, and no pun intended there since he did get laser eye surgery, but he has a good radar. He can get away with having his hands down like that a little bit.
There's a left hook by Hill. Check left hook. He works the body. Both men digging to the body. Right hand by Hernandez.
Rolling with Hill's punches and coming back with a right hand. I'm telling you, you would think that Hernandez was the one training at the Mayweather gym.
Get off his head. I need you to bring him up, Hill.
Another body shot by Hernandez.
Hill started this round very aggressively and effectively, but he's letting the round go a little bit here, not because he's not doing anything or that Hernandez is doing much, but he needs to finish the round. Judges always remember the end of a round, not the beginning.
Hernandez has gotten some good sparring in. He said he sparred with Robert Guerrero and Hugo Centeno, so I feel like he's well prepared for this fight.
And it shows right there. He catches Hill with another sneaky short left hand. I mean, sparring is everything. Everything comes from what you learn in the gym from the trainers and the quality sparring that you get.
I need you to bring that up, Hill. Bring that up. Box.
Again, Thomas Hill getting admonished about the punches below the belt.
That's been the most effective punch for Hill right there, that sneaky little shot to the right side of Hernandez's ribcage. It hasn't landed solidly, but it's a clean punch that's effective and lands right. But still, you feel those punches, especially the later the fight goes.
We've come to the halfway point of this fight. Scheduled for 8. Both of these prospects undefeated as we take a look at the punch stats. Motel 6 punch stats. It's Hill, who's thrown 228. Hernandez has thrown nearly 240 punches. He's landed just about the same amount.
I think Hill had a good last round there. I think he's still behind here, but he's definitely in the fight. He needs to pick it up with these crucial rounds here in round 5 and 6.
Watch that shoulder, baby.
You can see Hernandez trying to catch Hill coming in with that uppercut.
Get off his head.
But he's doing it in a smarter fashion. He's not leading with that uppercut from so far. Being a tall fighter, he needs to crouch down and dig in and go back down. When he throws a punch, he needs to defend himself. See, those are slapping punches by Hill now. Those are good shots there.
Yeah, body shots. He digs to the body of Hernandez. Hill showing off some of the hand speed.
I would like to see Hill throw those shots and get an angle on him, pivot. He tried to do it right there, but he tried to put his arms around Hernandez. He just needs to do it with his feet and not his arms.
We're halfway through round 5.
See, another good first part of the round for Hill here, but he needs to close it, make sure he has this round. These are crucial rounds that he needs to take, so he just can't start good. He needs to make sure it's the entire round that he wins.
Hernandez has done a good job countering with the right hand. There's another right to the body by Hernandez.
See, in these quiet moments right here, you need to look like you're doing something, like you're trying to set something up. Maybe throw a foot feint or a hand feint, or maybe just jab and paw with the left hand. But you don't want to just stay quiet, because in close rounds, or even in rounds that you're winning, you want to look like you're in control.
Right to the body, left up top.
Good body shots there by Hill.
And Hill goes to the body of Hernandez.
Watch your hands coming in there, fellas. Let him go. Work out of that.
I think Hernandez might have gotten a little bit bothered by those body shots. That's the first time I've seen Hernandez try to hold there, and he's kind of crouching a little bit, defending those ribs. Good run for Hill here, especially to the body.
Let his head go.
Took a deep breath, Hernandez did, the midpoint of this round. And the corner of Hernandez is what are you talking about? We're going 8 here. But regardless, the point made by his father, Hernandez, was, listen, I don't like the way you fought these last 2 rounds. I need you to step it up here.
Well, their team is seeing what I'm seeing. Marcos started great. I mean, maybe won the first 3 rounds, but he let go the last 2 rounds, and it looks like he's losing a little bit of steam. His body language is a little bit different. He needs to close the show coming into these next 2 rounds.
Let's see how you, the fans, have this one scored thus far. Yes, you gave Hill that last round, so you've got this one very close.
Work out of that, fellas. Work out of that.
You've got Hernandez up a point here.
Box.
It's a very close fight, and these are the type of fights that make you a better fighter, more of a veteran, because you don't know what to expect in these later rounds. All you know is that you're tired, you're breathing more, your thinking slows down. But the one that's looking more comfortable now is Thomas Hill, looking sharp and confident, like he's in control of these rounds.
See him work the body of Hernandez. How about that? Good exchange there. We hit the halfway point of this round 6.
Step back, step back, step back. Box.
Another level to the body by Hill.
We done talking. We done talking.
Great
No
body
more.
shots by
Bring him
both.
up.
I hope the
Bring him up.
referee continues to let him. Those are belt line type shots. I don't think he's straying too low. It's a great fight. It's a good fight that's up for grabs. Let him fight.
Well, you heard Gerard White say, we're done talking. get him up. So that means the next one he'll probably take a point away.
Let him go. Stop. Step back, fellas. Step back. Box.
Under a minute here in round 6. There's a right to the body by Hernandez.
Great body shot. This round is really up for grabs. Both of them have landed some great body work, great body shots here. So whoever can close out the round, I think gets it. Great body, great shot.
Hand, Hernandez.
And that one punch might have won the round for him and swayed it his way because it's about effective punches. And that was a great left hook by Hernandez.
Final seconds of a spirited round 6. Left hand again by Hernandez.
Stop. Stop. Step back. Box.
And at the bell. Here we go. This is round 7. Scheduled for 8. Thomas Hill, he's in the black trunks. Marcos Hernandez in the red trunks. Both of these young prospects unbeaten. Oh, that one buckled Hill. Another body shot by Hernandez.
And Hill comes right back with some solid body work. But yeah, Hernandez did land some clean shots there. And this is what you want to see and expect from these young, undefeated, hungry pros. This fight's going to make both of them better. No matter what happens in the end, this fight's going to make them better in the long run.
There's that jab from Hill.
Stay off his head.
Snaps back the head of Hernandez.
Stay off his head, Hernandez. Stop! Stop!
That looked like he was on the belt line. I need to see a repeat there, but I hope they don't take a point away there. Not yet, at least.
You okay? Let me know when you're ready.
Now by rules, you have 5 minutes. Let's take another look. That was on the belt line.
That was on the belt line.
That was on the belt line.
You okay?
I would hate to see a fight this close be determined by a low blow and a point deduction. So I hope the referee is seeing the fact that Hernandez does have his trunks really high, and that was a belt line blow, but in a good fight, in a competitive, spirited round as well.
You okay? All right. Let me see your gloves.
Hernandez taking as much time as he can, which is what he should do.
1 point. Low blow.
Wow.
1 point. Low blow.
So Gerard White is going to take away a point.
All right. All right.
From a blow that really was on the belt
Stay off
line.
his head.
I don't like that point deduction.
Time in.
I hope Hill doesn't get out of character and starts doing something that he shouldn't, thinking that he needs to come back and get that point, even though he should do that.
But that's what you're seeing here. Action picks up here in round 7. And if these guys go toe-to-toe, this is what this fighting series is all about.
Stop.
Crowd on their feet here in Nice, California.
Get up.
Hernandez is just trying to time that left hook, and he's landing and missing here and there, but those are the shots that I worry about. When Hill, who fell behind on points because of the deduction, tries to do too much, he can get countered with something big like that, but it's still a close round.
Minute left here in round 7. Here's a right to the body. Then follows it up with a jab is Hernandez.
There's that check left hook that Hernandez is trying to land, even though Hill landed some great body shots there. He needs to continue doing that and dip back down when he does that. Punch to the body and then think about defense.
Under 30 seconds. Another combination by Hernandez. Right hand, Hill.
Watch your heads.
This was a really good round for Hill. It's a shame that that point deduction had to get in the middle of it. Great round for Hill.
Touch him up, fellas. Good work, baby.
Eighth final round. See how you, the fans, got this one scored here as we go to the eighth and final round of this fight. Two unbeaten prospects.
Get off his head. Watch your
Here
hands
it
coming in,
is.
fellas.
You guys have given Hernandez the last two rounds, obviously helped by that point takeaway. So you, the fans, have him up 3.
Stay off his head, Hernandez. Watch your heads, fellas. Watch your heads.
Neither one of these guys, obviously skilled prospects, not known for their punching power. 13 wins between them, just 3 knockouts combined.
And that's why you're seeing so much action, because if they had power, those shots that they've been landing, either one of them could have knocked the other down. So sometimes it's cool and pretty fun to see 2 guys with high skill, but not that much punching power, because you get to see some punches and combinations landed.
Right hand, Hill. Counter right by Hernandez. Uppercut Hernandez.
That was an uppercut that he was happy throwing early in the fight. Now late in the fight, it's a little safer for him to throw it from that far away, and it landed flush. Caught Hill's attention there. He comes around with the right hook, expecting another uppercut, and it came around with the right hook.
Inside of a minute left in this fight.
Hernandez closing this show, closing this round pretty nicely, coming at Hill.
Step back.
Kind of like Margarito, just throwing uppercuts and body shots, coming forward, not really caring about defense anymore. He just wants to land those punches and close the show.
Step back.
30 seconds left in this fight.
Body shot there by Hill.
There was that left hand to the body by Hill.
At this point, headshots you already absorbed what your opponent has, but you haven't absorbed everything to the body, so it's very smart to throw body shots when someone's this tired this late in the fight.
Final seconds of the fight. Right hand, Hernandez. And that's the fight.
Good job, guys.
Good scrap between these unbeaten prospects. Take a look at the Motel 6 punch stats. And you can see Thomas Hill threw over 480 punches. Hernandez threw over 500. He landed 31% of them. Hill landed 33% of his punches. The judge's official decision is in. Let's find out who won this fight. Here's Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judge at ringside, Kermit Bayless, scores the bout 79-72. Judge Marshall Walker III sees it 78-73, and Judge Dan Stell scores the bout 77-74. All for your winner by unanimous decision, still undefeated, the Madman, Marcos